Hello and welcome to the future of professional sampling. I'm talking, of course, about structure, the highly anticipated RTAS instrument from the Advanced Instrument Research group at Digidesign. And I think you'll agree with me that after seeing this instrument, that it not only captures the essence and the magic of a hardware sampler, but it really gives you everything you could ever wish for in a software sampler. And I want to begin by giving you a guided tour so that as we move forward with other videos, you'll have a better understanding of where we are within the plugin. But before we start, I want to mention that I'm using an M-Audio Axiom keyboard as my keyboard controller. Over here, I've got the brand new 003. I'm using that as my audio interface. And then over on the far right-hand side, I've got a brand new Dell 690, a smoking fast PC. So let's take a look at structure. So first thing I'm going to do is just hide all of my floating windows and switch to my mix window, just to show you that I've got a stereo instrument channel right here with a structure instantiation. And let's open the main plugin. This is the actual main window here, and on the left-hand side, we have our patch list. Each patch contains settings for MIDI channels, and you can assign any one of 128 MIDI channels. You can also load up 128 parts thanks to Structure's universal sound engine. There are 32 separate outputs for audio. Each patch has got a volume slider right there, a pan, and a mute and a solo. Now, a patch can actually be made up of an unlimited amount of sample layers. On this particular patch, there are just 2. And we have 1 multi-chorus. At the top of the plugin, we have our main navigation buttons. We've got the effects, the database, the browser, and the setup window. Let's just select our electric ground again. Now below that, we've got the virtual LCD, and this is where you'll actually do the majority of your tweaking whenever you need to make an adjustment to a parameter. We've got patch controls such as transpose and mono mode, the ability to zone the keyboard range and even the velocity range, and it's nice because we can actually do a fade like so. We've got the control page with parameters for the smart knobs, MIDI controllers, and key switch parameters. There's a modulation page right here with LFO 1 and 2, and the main output page. Now, the main output page has 4 auxiliary sends that send to the internal effects of structure. And if we go to the effects button, you can see that on 1, I've got a delay. On 2, a stereo reverb. On 3, I've got 2 effects together. I've got a multi-tap and a phaser. And then on 4, a multi-chorus. And it's nice because structure even allows you to add effects directly to the main output. Here I'm just adjusting a parametric EQ. Then we back out, back to the main, and that is the virtual LCD. Now, right below the virtual LCD, we have our comments window where we can double-click and add a comment, but it also functions as an indicator for when you're loading up your patches. Below that are 6 assignable knobs, a master knob right there, master volume output for structure, and the virtual keyboard. And that's essentially the main page of structure. But there's one other really exciting window that I want to show you, and that's the fully resizable edit window. I'm just going to open it up right here. You can see the 2 parts on the left-hand side, and I can select all of them together, like so. Make adjustments to the velocity level, maybe all the way up. I can even do a fade in, like so. We're looking at the zone parameters right here at the top. We also have a waveform editor, and you can see that change as I select the different zones in the bottom half. We have a built-in browser and, of course, the database. And then we exit right back to the main UI. So in the next videos, we're going to take a look at how to use structure for creating layers, nice big fat layers. We'll take a look at how to use it in a multi-timbral environment. We'll take a look at key switching, and then we'll finish up with dragging and dropping samples right into structure.